Hello everyone. In this video, let's see serial configuration of the routers. Let's take a big example like three routers, 1, 2, 3, and let's take two PCs. Like let's take another router. Now take two PCs. Okay. Now let's connect. Okay, these are the devices we need for serial configuration. Now to connect the routers, we need to have serial ports inside them so that they can be connected. For to add serial ports, click on the router. Then in the physical section, scroll this to the right side little. You can see the switch here. Like you have to add the ports, so you have to turn off the switch. Like if you don't turn off the switch, and like these are the two serial ports actually, HW1C2T and WAC2T. Like now if you want to add HWAC2T to here, like it says cannot add a module when the power is on. So whenever you are adding the serial ports, you have to, like it's not serial, any port to the router, you have to turn off the switch and you have to add, then you have to turn on. Okay, now after you must turn on to, like when you turn on, the device will be booting and it will start newly, and then again turn on and close. Like do everything same to the router 1, router 2, router 3. Like turn on the turn off switch, then you have to serial ports and again turn on, and then router 2, like in physical only, like turn off the switch and then again serial port, again turn on. Okay, now we added the serial ports to the 4 routers. Added to the 4 routers. Now we can connect the routers. Like for connecting, we have to use the serial DTE wire, like control, and then click on this, so you can actually connect all devices at a time. Like click on the router 0, select serial 0. You can give ports as you wish, but we have to remember what ports you have given to for easy IP address configuration. Okay, the routers are connected now. Now we have to connect the router and PC. For router and PC, we can use the copper crossover cable. Like fast Ethernet has to be connected to the PC, fast Ethernet, and even same with the router 3. Okay, the connections are done. Now for easy purpose, or like for easy remembering, we can add the place note. Like we have to give the different IP addresses for the each cable. Like each subnet, we can think like this is one subnet, 2, 3, 4, 5. For each subnet, we have to give the different IP addresses. First, let's take PC 0 and router 0 cable. Now, let's assume 20.0.0.0 is the subnet for this cable, and 30.0.0.0 for this cable, 40.0.0.50 for this. Like I am using class D addresses, you can use any class B or class C, no problem. Then you can use 60.0.0 for this cable. Now, let's see configuration. Like what the address of the router should be the default gateway of PC0. Then only the packet will transfer from PC0 to router 0 and configure correctly. In the router 0, if you don't know the ports which you have connected, please place the cursor on cable so that you can see fast Ethernet 00. Port of the router 0 is connected to the copper crossover cable, and in PC0 the fast Ethernet 0 port is connected to the copper crossover cable. So now we are configuring the router 0. So we have to take fast Ethernet 0 in configuration section. Here you can see two serial ports and two fast Ethernet ports. Like it by default 1841 router will get two fast Ethernet. For the serial ports, we actually added this HWIC2T serial port. Now in the fast Ethernet 00, we can give IP address like 20.0.0.1, and subnet mask will be given default by itself, and turn on the port status. Now you can see the wire is connected to green, so the wire is turned on. Now we have to same give the IP address for PC0. For PC0 in configuration, fast Ethernet 0, give 20.0.0. So watch. This is also another way. You can go to desktop IP configuration 20.0.0.2 and subnet mask is default. Then default gateway give 20.0.0.1. It's done. PC0 is done. Now let's take to another cable like router 0 and router 1. Now to know the what ports of the routers are connected to serial DTE, we have to place the cursor and you can see serially 000 here and 000 here. First give 30.0.0 to router 0, then 2.2 for this, and this will be done. Like router 0, go to the configuration, here router 0 CL 00, and here you have to give 30.0.0.1, then subnet mask, then turn on the status. Like this part only will be turned on, and for this router you have to turn on again here, but in this case PC ports are always be turned on, so no need to turn on the PC, and only for routers you have to turn on. In router 1, like again configuration, the port is serial 000 and we are giving 30.0.0.2. Only default gateway is addressed for only PCs or laptops and servers maybe, and for routers there is no need of default gateway, and subnet mask and IP address is enough. And okay, then turn on the port status. When both port status are turned on, we can see green color so that they are configured. And then coming to the third cable like 40.0.0, we assume like place the cursor so that the ports of the routers we can know. Like serial 001 is here, router 1 configuration, like which is the port connected, router 1 serial 001, and here you can do 40.0.0.1 epic subnet mask it will give and turn on the port status. Same with here, serial 0.000 configuration, serial 0, and then 40.0.0.2 subnet mask equal turn on port status. Now this is completed and these two are remaining now. Like place the cursor to know the ports of the routers connected, like serial 00 here and serial 01. This router get to serial 001. Now what type address we using 50.0.0.1 default port status on, and in router 3 in the configuration and which port you are connected. The port you connected is serial 000 and you can use 50.0.0.2 and subnet mask. Don't forget to turn on the port status. Then this is pending, and this is the fast Ethernet 00 port, and in router 3 like using 60.0.0 and this is the port fast Ethernet. Here you have to use 60.0.0.1 and this should be the default gateway for the PC1, otherwise the packet will not transfer. Turn on the port status, then go to the PC1 and in configuration you can like desktop IP configuration and IP for address, give a 60.0.0.2, subnet mask will be itself, and default gateway 60.0.0.1. you have to give the router's IP address. Okay, now the configurations are done, but if you try to send the packet now, it will fail. The problem is that routers are configured with IP address, but the properties of routers like routing table etc. will be work only if you use any protocols like OSPF or RIP. Like we can use RIP for easy, like it is inbuilt in the Cisco packet tracer, like here routing RIP. Otherwise in OSPF we have to use the commands in CLI. Like any one of the routing is okay for like for transferring the packets. Now we can do RIP for the routers. In RIP you have to add, like in RIP you have to add the network IP, like not IP address actually, in subnet like 20.0 and 30.0 is connected to this router, so you have to add those addresses like subnets 20.0.0, then 30.0.0. Okay. Now in router 1 we 30.0 and 40.0 is connected, and same with RIP 30.0.0.0 and 40.0.0.0. And this router 2 we have 40 point and 50.0. Go to the routing, in routing select RIP, take the 40.40 and 40.0.0.0 and then 50.0.0.0. okay, another router coming, router 3, 50 and 60, let me check the RIP and 50.0.0.0 60.0.0.0. Okay, all routers are working now. If you, the first packet may fail because just send for the addresses. The first packet should be failed, and we can see the second package, they will be successful. And this is the serial port configuration with the 4 routers and 2 PCs, and the IP address should be given in this way, and serial port should be added to the routers. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you everyone.